Hey there, I'm James. I am the educator here at Driftaway, and you are watching Coffee Stories for January 2022. I have in front of me a cup of our balanced profile that I just brewed on this V60. And this is a really delicious, beautiful coffee from Colombia, from the Nariño region. And it's floral, and it's fruity, and it's bright, and it's also got like a little hint of vanilla. It's super, super great. And it was grown, it's a single farmer coffee, grown by a farmer named Árlex Muñoz. And he farms coffee in northern Nariño, near the town of La Unión. And he's farmed coffee for about 20 years, so a long time. And before that, he actually grew tomatoes and lulo, which lulo is kind of a very acidic citrus fruit. But yeah, and his farm sits all the way up at 2,000 meters above sea level. So that's about 6,500 feet. That's super high. That's like some of the highest, like the highest I've seen, like 2,300 meters above sea level. So 2,000 is really high. And it's on the super high end for coffee. And one thing to know about higher elevations and coffee growing is it tends to be that the higher the coffee grows, the more likely it is to have a higher acidity, which is kind of neat. It doesn't always work out that way, especially because there's a lot of factors, quality factors that can lower the acidity as you go. But if it's, a high quality coffee and grown at a higher elevation, it tends to have a higher acidity, just like this coffee does. And Árlex Muñoz actually processes his own coffee. So he harvests it, he separates the fruit from the seed, that's the processing, right? And then he ferments it and washes it and dries it. Of course, it needs to be dried after that. And he actually has a greenhouse or greenhouses to dry all of his coffee. And so it'll dry in a greenhouse for about 2 weeks. We sample coffees from Árlex Muñoz every year, every season that it's ready. When the La Reb co-op sends it to us. And the last time we offered coffee from Árlex Muñoz was in 2018. And we're always tasting it, and we're always excited to taste it. It doesn't always work out just because of, timing and price and the quantity that we need. So we're so excited that from 2018 to 2022, we now finally again get to have his coffee and roast it. It's got like intense and complex acidity. It's got a juicy mouthfeel, and it's got just really lovely layers of sweetness. And it reminds us of like kind of orange-like sweetness. So it's juicy like an orange. It's got that sweetness there. We've also got some vanilla, as I said, like vanilla bean, and it's got a very floral aroma. So this is the balanced profile for January 2022. It is the Colombia Nariño Árlex Muñoz, and you can get more information on this coffee if you go to driftaway.coffee/CMZ. You can start ordering the coffee on December 29th. Last day to order is January 26th. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you next month. Cheers.